What if history witnessed a war between two titanic forces that never actually met? On one side, the Roman Empire, built on absolute discipline, unbreakable legions, and massive engineering marvels that conquered the known world. On the other side, the Vikings, ruthless warriors emerging from the frozen north, fearing nothing, not even death, and becoming the ultimate nightmare of Europe. Both forces dominated their own eras. Rome turned the Mediterranean into a Roman lake, while centuries later the Vikings set the coasts of Britain and France on fire. But what if time bent? What if these two unstoppable armies clashed head-on? Could the brutal force of the Viking axe shatter the legendary Roman shield? Could northern savagery overcome Rome's flawless military discipline? Most people think the Vikings would easily crush Rome, but according to military historians, the truth is far more surprising. Get ready, because today we are uncovering the ultimate historical hypothetical. Could the Vikings actually defeat the Roman Empire? To understand who wins this clash, we first need to look at the Roman war machine. At its peak, the Roman army wasn't just a collection of soldiers, it was a highly organized, lethal system. The Roman legionary was professional, heavily armored, and trained to fight as a single, unbreakable unit. Standing side by side, their large rectangular shields, the scutum, formed an impenetrable wall. Behind this wall, they used the gladius, a short thrusting sword designed for brutal efficiency in close-quarters combat. But Rome's greatest strength wasn't just its weapons, it was its discipline and engineering. If a Roman legion faced an enemy, they didn't just charge blindly. They built fortified camps, used devastating artillery like ballistas, and manipulated the battlefield to their advantage. To defeat Rome on an open field, you didn't just have to beat their soldiers, you had to break a machine that had conquered empires. So, how could a band of northern raiders even stand a chance against such perfection? Now let's look at the challengers. The Vikings were not a regular army. They were raiders, explorers, and terrifying shock troops. Their entire doctrine was based on surprise, speed, and raw violence. With their revolutionary longships, they could navigate shallow rivers, strike deep into enemy territory before anyone knew they were there, pillage everything, and vanish back into the sea. In battle, they used the terrifying Dane axe, a massive two-handed weapon capable of cleaving through shields and armor with a single blow. Furthermore, the core of their vanguard consisted of the berserkers, warriors who fought in a trance-like fury, seemingly immune to pain, believing that dying in battle would grant them eternal glory in Valhalla. They didn't care about tactical retreats. They cared about breaking your psychological will to fight. Against a disorganized kingdom, the Viking fury was an instant death sentence. But what happens when that fury crashes into the cold, calculated wall of a Roman legion?